What's up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video, we are talking about my Nintendo 3DS and 2DS Special Edition consoles. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so over the years I have been buying and selling 3DS and 2DS consoles. Now I've wanted to talk about these for a little bit now because honestly I have a ton of them and most of them are special editions. Now I do have one that is the original, but we're not going to talk about this one today, but it is there if you feel the need to talk about that. So what we're going to do is I have 9 different special editions, or different editions, I guess is the right way to say it. So we're going to talk about all of those in this video. I'm going to show you what they look like if there's boxes with them. I'll talk about those as well. But overall, I'm excited. They're all over here, and so I'm going to be kind of grabbing for them and reaching for them. So if you see that, that's why. But I want to talk about these really a little bit about them. Now if you've watched this channel, you see me pick them up randomly here or there, but honestly I think the 3DS is a great console to start if you're just starting with a collection, or if you enjoy taking games on the go. I think the 3DS or the 2DS, depending on how you use it, is totally well worth it. So I'm going to start with the 2DS just because I think those are very underrated systems. I know a lot of people talk about the 3DS, and every time I talk about that on this channel, people love it, but the 2DS I feel like is underrated, and I'll talk about a few reasons why when I'm talking about them, but honestly it is underrated. So what we're going to do is start with the 2DS and then work our way to the 3DS and all that stuff. So starting off, we've got this Super Mario Maker 2DS right here. Now, the reason why I think the 2DS is underrated is because of its ergonomics. It fits perfectly in your hand. Some people don't like it, but I think this is a very good way to hold it and play. It has 2 screens, obviously, like the 3DS does as well. This one is a special edition, so it's yellow with red accents. It's got Super Mario on the front there, and then on the back it's got this brown line and it says Super Mario Maker. Now, other than that, it's a pretty basic system. It does have the game loaded up on it, but the reason why I like the 2DS is because I don't have to bother with accidentally turning on the 3DS, because that hurts my head and I just don't really use it. So I liked the 2DS when it came out because this, I believe, was about $80, or at least it's $80 right now, I believe. So I think if you're wanting to get into the 3DS or 2DS world, I think a cheap 2DS with this shape where there's no clamshell, it's good for that early cheap entry into the systems. However, now you guys can see it doesn't have the clamshell, which means when you try to close it, you don't close it actually, and the screens are objected to potentially getting scratches or something like that. And so I like this system for what it is. For the cheap factor, I definitely think this is a good one to get. But if you don't want to be cheap, I think maybe go for the 3DS, depending on kind of your feel and how you play it. Now next I have a 2DS as well, and this is the Mario Kart 7 box. As you can tell, it has Mario Kart on it, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out of this box here and kind of show you what is in here. Now, I'm not going to go through and show you everything. I'm just going to show you the system. For time's sake, maybe I need to go the other way. Hold on. But I like the system. I like the fact that it's blue and it looks good. So I'm pretty sure I spent $35 on this. Totally well worth it. I bought it on Mercari, and I actually really like this one because of the colors. Now this is a very simple color way, honestly. It's just blue and then black. I love the blue and the black. I think it goes well with it. Now there's only that gray accent on the front. You've got the screens there as well. The buttons are all blue as well. You've got a black trim on it, And then on the back here, you've got the blue with the black line. The stylus is blue as well. So I like this one for how it looks. It's very simple. If you didn't know better, you wouldn't know this is a special edition, but it does come with Mario Kart pre-installed, and so I think that is totally awesome. Mario Kart 7, that is, was such a good game for the system, and so when I saw this up on Mercari, whenever I did it, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Whenever I got it, I paid 35 bucks or 30 bucks. I know it was 30 something. I was extremely happy with it. Next, we are going to talk about The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D 2DS. I know it's, don't correct me, it actually says 3D on the front here, but then it says 2DS, so it's a little confusing. Now, this is my never been opened copy. I have a one that's been opened, so I'll show that to you in a second. But here's the box art. It looks really good, and I'm very happy with the way that looks. And then the actual console itself is green with yellow accents for the buttons on the front, and then it's got brown trim, and then on the back it's green and brown. I like this. I think I would prefer if it was just green and yellow instead of that streak of brown. No one wants a brown streak here. But I mean, it's not a terribly bad looking console. If maybe I could find the color green, maybe I could fix that, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I think it's pretty cool, and it does have Ocarina of Time, the 3D version of it, even though it's a 2DS. I don't know. Don't correct me on that, please. And last but not least is my new Nintendo 2DS XL, and that is right here. I picked this up at a pawn shop, and I believe there's a charger in here. So I like this for a few reasons. I'll talk about it. The first thing you notice is it has a clamshell design like the 3DS, and it actually has, what, 82% larger screens, which is totally awesome. I like the look of this one. It's just white with a few accents of orange. You've got the bezel here, you've got the buttons on the back, then you open it up, you've got the buttons and the D-pad there, and then that's essentially what it is. You got the C-stick as well, which is a function of the new, and then I really like this. I think it is well done. I think this is the console for me, just because of the way it works. I definitely enjoy it. It does even have a stylus slot. Everything that you would need is right here. I think this is my preferred way of playing, just because you've got the bigger screens, you've got the clamshell design, but you don't have that 3D, which I don't play with anyways. Okay, so that was our 2DS, or my 2DS selection. Now I've got a few more 3DSs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actual 2DSs, but I've got 4 special edition 3DSs. So let's talk about that. We're gonna start off with this Monster Hunter Generations. This is a new 3DS XL. I know, terrible name, whatever. It's got all the logos on the front right there, and then it says Monster Hunter Generations, and then when you open it up, it's just that blue color, which I really like. I think that looks very well. And this is a very simple, a little bit of a glossy, if you could tell, it definitely is glossy, and then there's some symbols on the back there. I like this 3DS. It looks clean, and definitely is the way to go. If you like 3DSs, I like this one for the way it looks for sure. And that is my only new one. And now all the rest are just regular 3DSs. This is the new Super Mario Bros. 2 3DS XL, and it's got Mario on the front with like some matte coloring of like the tubes he goes down, and the bricks, and a mushroom, and a bullet bill, and some coins and clouds and all that. It looks pretty cool. When you open it up, it's just straight black, which I kind of like. I like that black feel with that. And then on the back, you've got Luigi with that kind of same background there. So I like this one just because it's that nod to Mario on the front in gold, and then Luigi on the back. They didn't forget Luigi, which I was happy about. I thought maybe they would, since Mario was on the front and center, but they did not, and he is on the back, and I kind of like that one. But moving forward, this one is another Mario and Luigi 3DS XL. Now, it's not the new one, but it is the Mario and Luigi Dream Team one, and I really like this one. This is boxed, and it has everything in it, and this one is in great shape. I keep it all together. I don't use this one, actually, just because it is in such great shape. Let's see if we could slide it out here while we're talking. I like this one. It's very simple, and I think the minimalistic approach that I took with this one is very awesome. It's just silver with an outline of Mario and Luigi. You open it up, it's that black on the inside as well, and then on the back it says the year of Luigi 30th. I like this. This one is probably my favorite looking one, just because that silver pops with the black. It's got the very minimalistic look to it, and everything about that. And last but not least, I don't want to skip over this one for sure. I have the Nintendo 3DS XL, the NES controller version. Now, this is the box, obviously, which I liked because it looks like an NES here, and looks pretty cool. It's got the console on the side. It even has the audio video ports that are actually on the system, on the NES on the side there, so that's really cool. Now, when you look at this, you see the controller, and I like this. I thought this was pretty cool. They just took what the controller for the NES looks like, and it looks really well. And then they took it a step further. They've got the black D-pad that goes with the NES controller, and then the red buttons that the NES controller has as well. And you've got those bigger screens here because it's an XL. And I like it. It's got like a purple silver back to it, and that silver on the front. I think this is a really good one. So those are kind of what I wanted to talk about today. My special edition 2DS and 3DS consoles. Now, I've got a bunch, and I think those are totally awesome. And I try to play on all of them. I don't always, but some of them are purely for collecting, like that Mario and Luigi Dream Team one is in like really great condition, so I keep that in the box. Usually I use that Super Mario 2 console. I like that one a lot, and I use that a lot for my main Nintendo 3DS. So with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite 3DS from my collection is, or 2DS. It could be either or. Which design do you like best? Which console do you like best? And all that stuff. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you know when I post more videos, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And honestly, one more time, thank you so much for watching. If you're going out, practice social distancing, stay safe, stay 6 feet away from each other, wear a mask, wash your hands, all that stuff. Just keep you and your family safe. One last time, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a good day.